Good evening, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Tuesday, November 4th, 2014, around 8:23 p.m. in Billerica, Massachusetts. Sun's gone down for a few hours. It's about 45 degrees outside. It's calm and cool. Tomorrow we're going to get 65, could be the last 65-degree day in the Bay State this year, but you never know. Thursday and Friday, some cold rain. Some news to report. Kmart is going to open on Thanksgiving Day in the states that allow stores to open on Thanksgiving at 6 in the morning. I think all stores should be closed on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those are the days to spend with family. It's not days, especially Thanksgiving, to shop for early Christmas stuff. I think there should be a law in the United States that prohibits all states from opening stores at all on Thanksgiving or Christmas. Those days should be spent with the family, in my opinion. If you have all stores open on Thanksgiving, then there should be no need. They should eliminate Thanksgiving if they have all the stores open on Thanksgiving and stuff. I think in my opinion, they should be a federal law. All states have nothing open on Thanksgiving and Christmas unless for only like CVS or Rite Aid and Walgreens and convenience stores on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Anything else, closed down completely. Okay? And also, one little tidbit before my third and final video blog of the night. Elections polls have been closed, and the results are starting to come in. It's going to be a close race for a lot of stuff. And one thing has been already declared. Senator Ed Markey has retained his Senate seat by beating Brian Herr easily. Markey's a Democrat and Herr's a Republican, so that was easy. And we'll find out later on tonight about several of the races, including governor. So far, Charles Baker is beating Martha Coakley pretty easily, but we'll wait to see how it plays out. And that's about it on that. My third and final video blog subject of the night is my personality profile. My personality profile is about Gino Cappellti. Gino Cappellti was the first major New England Patriots player in the history of the franchise. Gino played 11 seasons for the Patriots as a wide receiver and a kicker and a punt return specialist. He was one of their best players in the 60s for the Patriots and stuff. Gino grew up in Minnesota, and he played football in high school, and then he played football at college at the University of Minnesota as a quarterback and a kicker. He was a kicker, and then he was a backup quarterback. In 1954, he actually started for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. He actually made All Big Ten second team in 1954 as a quarterback, but he was not drafted by any NFL team. Back then, the NFL only had 12 teams, and he wasn't drafted by an NFL team. So he had to play football in Canada for a few years in the CFL, and he made the CFL All-Star team and stuff, but he was dying to get a crack at the NFL. The NFL didn't call, but in 1960, there was a new professional football league in the United States called the AFL, and one of the franchises was the Boston Patriots. The Boston Patriots signed Gino Cappellti to a contract as a wide receiver and kicker, and he played for the Patriots for the 11th season. He was their first major player. He was the first superstar player, and the Patriots were low on the totem pole in Boston sports in the 60s because they were a new team. Plus, they didn't have a permanent home. They had played at Boston University, Nickerson Field for a few years, and Fenway Park, and then BC Alumni Stadium, and then Harvard Stadium. But Gino was a great player. He led the AFL in scoring 5 times. He was a 5-time AFL All-Star. He was 1964 AFL MVP. He is the all-time AFL leader in scoring with 1,130 points, 42 touchdowns, 156 field goals, and 342 extra points. He was in the top 10 in AFL all-time in receiving, and he still third on the all-time list for Patriots for receiving yards, 292 catches, 4,585 yards, and Gino was a very great player for the Patriots and stuff like that. He retired after the 1970 season, and number 20 is retired by the Patriots. Then Gino started his broadcasting career. Actually, he was broadcasting in the 60s for some television stations, I think WBZ in the off-season. WBZ and WBZ Radio. He worked the radio game for the Patriots on WBZ with Gil Santos for 28 years, from 1971 to 1980. Then he took a break for a while, and then he returned in 1987 on WHDH radio with Kirk Gowdy and then Dale Arnold. In 1991, he was reunited with Gino Cappelleti. Gil Santos, and he did it for over 20 years with Gil on WBZ radio, and then eventually 104.1, and then the Sports Hub, and they called 585 regular season games along with 6 Super Bowls. Also, Gino Cappelleti did BC Eagles games on the radio as well in the 80s, in between his time not doing Patriots games, and it was pretty good at that. Many people think Gino Cappelleti should be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but he's been overlooked many times and stuff, and it's such a shame, because he deserves to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame and stuff like that. I think the Pro Football Hall of Fame should make a special category to include AFL players who've been overlooked by the NFL, the people who won the Pro Football Hall of Fame, because there was a lot of great AFL players during those 10 years that have gotten overlooked by the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I think they should make a special committee each year, and they should have at least one slot available for AFL players, great AFL players for the Hall of Fame each year. That would be good. And that's about it on him, Gino Cappelleti. Well, I'll be back later, Facebook friends and YouTube followers, tomorrow morning. I'll be doing 3 more video blogs. First one will be about the 10 greatest NBA play-by-play announcers of all time, and then my Week 10 NFL predictions. And the third and final video blog of the night is going to be my personality profile. And the personality profile tomorrow is going to be about legendary game show host Jim Perry. And don't forget, Facebook friends and YouTube followers, more video blogs are coming each day in November. Sometimes it's going to be 3, sometimes it's going to be 4. You'll be outstanding. Some of the names I'm going to be talking about, some of the subjects, some history stuff, some this and that. And don't forget, there's definitely going to be a blog coming for Julie Broughton and Heidi Lee Pratt and Janelle Tobin and Crystal Pisto and Dee Patel, Tony Ramos, Donald Beauregard, Bruce Cronin, Angelo. $1 scratch tickets, 0. And also, don't forget, Facebook friends and YouTube followers, questions please. I want questions, private message them. They'll be answered on a future question and answers video blog sometime in late November or December. I'm shooting for in next year, maybe first of the year, January, to get weekly guests. And I want some big names like Michelle Beadle and Heidi Watney and Jim Ross and Ted Sarandis and Dr. Sharkey, among others. See you later, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Good night, everybody.